friends, happy Friday, and welcome back to another chat. Let's call this one a real talk about health and fitness, and we're going to talk about the holidays because that's all anyone talks about for the next month or so. So let's dive in. Okay, so if you're watching this, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. As always, I am the worst at seeing the comments, but I always go back and check them. And of course, my DMs are always open to chat. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Julie. I run this whole Julie Green fitness thing. I love talking. I love talking about human behavior, but I'm a personal trainer, and I like to combine the two to help you be successful with your health and fitness goals. So, what are we talking about today? Health and fitness goals during the holiday season. So, if you're here, this is for you if you are tired of the holidays going by and you've either been working on your fitness goals and then you could never stick to them, or if you're interested in getting started with your fitness goals, because let's be real, our health is so important and you are the only one that is responsible for it, okay? I don't even know if I want to talk about that part today because I will go in on it and people's feelings get hurt. But so if you feel like, or if you want to start your fitness goals, but you feel like it's a really hectic time of year and you're not sure how to make that work, I actually love when people start their fitness goals at this time of the year because yes, things are hectic, but I feel like there is also you can get away from a lot of things. Like you have a bit more time sometimes. This camera likes to focus and unfocus. Like, why? Okay, so if you feel like life is always getting in the way, or it's always just happening, and you're like, oh, I want to, but this keeps happening, or like I'm trying, but this is happening. And you just can't seem to get it together for your fitness goals, or you always fall off track. And I'm using quotes because I kind of hate people saying falling off track, and I'm like, you are not a train that is derailed. I'm like, just nothing is perfect all the time. There's ups and downs always. Like, look at the fucking stock market. Okay, but so what do you do? What do you do if you struggle with your fitness goals over the holiday season, or you want to get started and you're just like, that seems like a bad idea, I'm going to wait till January. First of all, if you say I'm going to wait until, that's always a sign you should start now. Like, if you're like, also, I'm like, if someone's like, my year is to do this within a year, I'm like, 6 months. That's the timeline. Okay, so if you've tried to achieve these fitness goals over multiple holiday seasons and you always get stuck eating like Aunt Lucy's, like something casserole and then pie, and this is the thing, if you feel guilty afterwards, this is more what I'm talking about. I absolutely think you should go and enjoy these meals. If you love spending time with your family, or there's these special moments of the holidays that you truly do want to enjoy. So I just saw my cat jumped on this super high shelf we have. Like, I'm actually in a garage right now. I know you can't tell because I basically created a movie set, but it's like the garage out there, and my cat just jumped on top of this huge thing. So if this ends abruptly, I'll mark survived the gym collapse, the garage collapse. Okay, right. So if you feel guilty because this is the thing. When our fitness goals are super important to us, and you have that moment where you're so motivated and you're like, I can do this, and you feel that excitement, but then all of a sudden you're in the moment and you're like, whoa, fuck, I have to eat the candy. Someone brought this to work. I have to eat it. I have to go out drinking and do all these things. And then deep down, this is not in a line with your health and fitness goals. So I think the first thing you got to do, no matter where you are on your fitness journey, you need to define what health and fitness looks like to you, but in different scenarios, okay? So what does it look like during a Christmas dinner or whatever celebratory dinner you're having? This could be like with friends, with things, whatever it is. What does that look like to you? And this is the thing, people always say this. They're like, I'm just gonna have the salad and the chicken, and then they say this before they go, but it never happens, okay? So this is another, like, write this one down. You need to be realistic, okay? And it's not that there's a right answer or a wrong answer here. It's just what's okay for you. So I'll use myself as an example. I enjoy, I don't mind spending time for like Christmas dinners or family dinners or kind of gatherings, but I won't drink. Like, that's something I don't do anymore. I don't want to be like that. So if someone is kind of like, hey, you should have this, I'm like a flat out no. But maybe for you, you're like, I do actually love, Uncle Tom's holiday drink that he makes, so I'll have one. And I don't want you to think it's like you're allowing yourself, but it's more that you're setting the boundaries around what is okay and what's not okay for you. And that goes for so many things in life, but it does apply to your health and fitness as well, because that's a part of you that's super important. That being said, it's okay to say it's not a priority for me on this day to track what I'm eating, to pay attention. I am allowing myself to enjoy this time and then be fucking done with it. Don't dwell on it being like, I should have done this, I should have done this. Like, choose your choice, okay? You don't need to. I think that's where people, they dwell on it for so long. And it's hard because a lot of times when we're working on these health and fitness goals and like we want to, reduce our body fat or change the way our body looks, is a lot of the time we aren't happy with how we look. Like, we're just not in that space. I mean, I know you always hear like body positivity and enjoy the journey, but that doesn't mean there isn't like this gut-wrenching feeling when you try to put your pants on and you're super bloated. Like, that feels horrible. Like, you cry. I don't If there's any guys watching this, please let me know if you guys do this as well. If not, I would love to know what the comparison is. So I forget where I was going with that, but just, I don't even want to say plan it out, but take some time to think about what's okay for you. And if you're like, I'm gonna feel bad if I don't celebrate whatever it is, then you should celebrate that. Like, it really doesn't matter if you eat a pumpkin pie, okay? It's what matters is how do you feel after, right? And it's like, if you're like, it's my favorite thing to eat, go ahead, eat it. Like, there's no punishment of exercise afterwards. I think that's something, again, where it's like, where you're saying you're gonna have the salad and chicken. People are like, I'm just gonna do that, but I'll wake up early and then like do some cardio. That's bullshit as well. Like, you're attaching exercise to this negative thing, right? And if you truly want health and fitness to be part of your life, and this is the thing, it's not about having a better plan over better exercise or nutrition plan over the holidays. It's about doing the work and finding, so it is essentially a plan, but it's doing the work and figuring out what's okay for you. And it's not just letting things happen. And here's the thing, it's gonna be hard. Like, it's going to be hard. I feel like this is one of the times, like birthdays, other celebrations, this is when most people, they have a hard time. And it's because their plan doesn't account for that. And you might hear other people saying that, but then once you've gone in, maybe into their program, you're like, I don't understand what that means. And what it means is exactly what I've been saying. Are you okay with these things? And what's it gonna make you feel like afterwards? And it's okay to it's okay to feel bad if you do something, but then it's to learn from it. So for you guys who have worked on fitness goals through multiple holiday seasons. I'm telling you, you got to start taking some notes and figuring out what worked well and what didn't work well. And it's also, the thing is, your family, I'm going to use family as an example, just it's the easiest thing for me to do right now, but take these like nuggets and apply them to your life and how that works for you. But like let's say you see your family, maybe you only see them like a couple times a year and they're used to you like old you. Okay, they're used to you being like that. Maybe you're always saying yes to everything, like you don't want to cause a problem, and they're not used to they're not used to the new you. They're not used to you who have health and fitness as like a top priority. And you have to understand it's hard for them to understand those changes as well. So having open communication is going to be really helpful, and give them space to learn what you want. Okay, you can't just expect people that they can't read your mind. And and the thing is too, they're not going to be there for you the next couple of weeks when you feel like shit. So it's important for you to say say what you want. Maybe don't say everything you want. I don't know. Actually, I don't care. Say what you want. That's gonna make you feel good. Do it. But if you set the food boundaries, and I feel like there's so many examples out there. It's like, take part in the meal planning. Bring some things that you can eat. Some other things. I tell my clients, it's like maybe eat before you go, so then you're not starving and wanting to eat everything. Some other things you can do is like really make sure there's like a lot of vegetables and things like that, so you can fill your plate up so it looks like you have a full plate, but you're not consuming as many calories. And I'm just going to repeat this again. I'm not saying eating a ton of calories is bad. I'm saying there is tools you can use if you want to still enjoy these things but have them in a way that makes sense for your fitness goals. You can do either. And that's the beauty of these things. Like I said before, choose your choice. You get to pick how you want to live your life. You get to pick what your health and fitness goals look like for you. And it's never set in stone. You can always go back and rejig things to make it work. And I think that's where we fall trap into this. Like here's your exercise, here's your nutrition plan. Like if you deviate from that one little bit, that's it. You failed. You're done. That's it. You're not going to get any fitness goals. And that's not true. I feel like that's such an old mentality. Like when I first had coaches, it was like you're either all in or like and that's bullshit. And that just fuels into people's insecurities about themselves and this shitty diet culture. And you shouldn't feel bad for wanting to change how you look by reducing your body fat and living a healthier life that suits you. All right, guys, I for sure rambled on for so long, but I feel so passionately about this, and from helping so many clients, I see these things happen, and I seriously do just want to be there for you and be like, you can do this. Like, say the thing. Say you don't want to eat that. Say you don't want to fill up on bread, or like, it's totally fine. Honestly, I am there for you. I'm always cheering for you with your fitness goals. So please let me know how they go. And yeah, let me know if this was helpful, or if you're like, I still have no idea what I'm doing. Just shoot me a DM wherever that is on the screen. And I'd love to hear from you. Have a great one, guys. Bye.